Hello there.
Ben Kenobi really didn't serve any useful function after the point he fights with Darth Vader. Although in that draft, he continued on through the air battle at the end, and then he continued on through the whole script, the other two stories. And but when I took one and I looked at it, I said, you know, he just stands around for the last 25% of the film, watching this air battle go on. And he really has no real function, and it would probably be much more satisfying, powerful, and interesting if Darth Vader were to kill him, or he were to go into a different form. I made that decision based on just working on Star Wars. After Star Wars was successful, and I said, well, gee, I could finish this entire script, and I could do the other two parts. I came to certain realizations about things that were in the script that were more difficult to now translate.
Often Star Wars characters sacrifice themselves. I mean, think of Obi-Wan Kenobi. He went to battle the dark side, Darth Vader, and sacrificed himself for everybody.
Action!
I had Luke being trained by Ben, only I had killed Ben off. So now I had to come up with another Jedi who was older and wiser and shorter than Ben to train Luke. And that's how, that was the beginning premise of Yoda.
Why are you here?
I'm looking for someone.
Looking? Found someone you have.
Right.
One of the earlier things I did is I got Joe Johnston to work on Yoda to try to figure out, you know, what he would look like so it'd be easier to write him. That really comes from a tradition in mythological storytelling, fairy tales, of the hero finding a little creature on the side of the road that seems very insignificant and not very important, who comes out to be the master wizard, the master thing, or the guide, the main guide in the movie for the hero. So I wanted him to be a little insignificant character, somebody that, like a frog or something that you just didn't pay any attention to. And he turns out to be the most powerful Jedi in the universe. And so that was why he started out being very small and green. And then we wanted to make him attractive but strange. And so he's actually got proportions very much like a baby, and with giant ears.
Streaming our favorite shows, keeping in touch with our loved ones, and even our banking is mostly done online these days. We'd like to think our information is safe, but as our online footprint increases, so does our need for proper security. Surfshark adds an extra layer of security when you're online to keep all of your passwords, photos, and videos safe. There's a lot of websites and hackers that take your info without you even knowing it, but you can swim under their radar using Surfshark VPN, a virtual private network. Surfshark is a VPN service that protects your information by encrypting all of the data that you send through the internet. You can stop websites from tracking your info and selling targeted ads to you. With the click of a button, you can forget about data mining and intrusive advertisements. One of my favorite features of Surfshark is that you can see content not available in your area. Disney Plus or Netflix, for example, have different movies for each country. Access should not be tied to a region. In China, YouTube and most social media websites are banned. With Surfshark, you can solve the problem by simply changing your location. Just connect to the service and refresh the page. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that enables you to place your laptop or phone anywhere in the world and allows you to access the internet as if you were in that country. You can watch any content anywhere in the world on any of your devices. Surfshark turns you into an anonymous and hard-to-trace online user and makes the internet a safer and more enjoyable place for you. I use Surfshark every day. It automatically starts up whenever I start my PC, and whenever I need it, I activate it with just one click. Surfshark is the only VPN to offer one account to use on an unlimited number of devices. If you want both protection and freedom online, use my code NMSW, short for Not My Star Wars, to get 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try it out for yourself. The link is in the description below.
Frank Oz and his associates have come up with different heads. None of them work. So Stuart Freeborn, the makeup expert, he said, "Can you give me a week? I'll give you the head of Yoda."
He showed me a few drawings and things he had with him, and I looked at them.
And I thought, well, that's interesting there and there, but I want something in more depth. I looked in the mirror and I thought, well, something perhaps a little bit amusing about my face. At least I could get that in. So I modelled something of myself. And I thought, now I've got to make him look intelligent. And I got this photograph of Einstein, and on top of what I'd roughly done of myself, I then put the Einstein wrinkles in all around.
And here was his head. And I looked at him, and I looked at Yoda, and I realized what everybody was realizing and couldn't say. It was a self-portrait of Stuart Freeborn.
I'm not afraid.
Oh, you will be. You will be. Sorry. No problems.
You know, on the original films, I was never in my dressing room. You know, when I wasn't in a scene, they always knew I'd be in Stuart Freeborn's shop. I remember Stuart whipping up the green foam that they were going to pour into the Yoda mold. He said, "You want to pour some?" I said, "Yeah." Are you kidding me?
The most complex one, the most sophisticated one is the smallest one, that is the Yoda. He is only 2 foot high, and of course he has to have all the animation that's possible to give him, which is difficult on such a small creature. He could even steal the picture. That would be great if he does.
As a very wise man once said,
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
With puppets, a puppet generally you're working symbolically. A puppet is a symbol of whatever you're trying to portray.
The co-director and collaborator on Dark Crystal is also the man behind Yoda. Frank Oz is the puppeteer and the voice of the 900-year-old cosmic sage of the Dagobah system. On one fateful walk, E.T. discovers our fascination with strange and wonderful creatures. Yoda and E.T.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. May the Force be with you.
Impressive. Most impressive.